All right, before we get started, just want to ask you guys, can y'all hear me? Just want to do a quick mic check. This time the mic is a little distant away. Mic's a little distant away. A quick mic check. Speak a little louder. Go birds! Go birds, go birds, go birds. Is it distorted or anything? Is it acting weird? Is it breaking up? Y'all let me know. If not, I'll just, no one comments about 10, 15 seconds. I'll just talk from the iPhone. I'll just, disconnect it. Good morning, David. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Y'all let me know if it's breaking. I'm just going to talk, make sure, y'all let me know if the mic is like breaking up, or I know my car is pretty loud in the background. That could also be part of the reason. That's what happens when you decide to go WRX. Or it could have been that or the charger or whatever. That could probably be part of the reason why it's interference or whatnot. But yeah, David, do you hear me? How's the mic to you? Because I know last time I did a stream, while I was on my way to work, people were saying that my mic sucked. So figure I'd ask before I get started. Unless he probably came to just show some love and, back doing his thing, which is all good. All good? I appreciate you. All right, so about almost 3 minutes in, but so first of all, just want to say good morning on this lovely, glorious, what is it, Wednesday? It's Wednesday, right? I was going to say Victory Wednesday, but it's a little too late for that. It's a little too late for that. But nonetheless, I'm feeling good on this W. First win in finally got a win in Cincinnati. Shout out to Dashy, one of the most loyal Bengals fans out there. Always repping his team. Shout out to him. When he said Bengals fans play like crap, I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this. Your team didn't seem to make adjustments in the second half. That's what I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to necessarily sit here, do like a victory lap as far as talking shit on the Bengals. I'm not going to do that, you feel me? But I will say this, though. There were hella Bengals fans talking shit, though. There were hella Bengals fans talking shit. They kept talking about how we never won in Cincinnati. The players, especially Joe Burrow, was talking. And Dashy said so himself. I saw your video. Shout out to Dashy said so himself. Joe Burrow was talking. I'm just saying, man, look, let this be a lesson. That if anybody's going to talk their shit, I mean, it's one thing if the fans is talking, but the players, if you're going to talk your shit, you better be able to back it up on the field. But to do that and only be able to put up 17 on the board, I mean, 17 is a reasonable amount of points, but was nowhere near enough to beat us. Well, let me say this: when you talk a whole lot of shit and you couldn't back it up on the field, not only you couldn't back it up on the field, but you got your ass handed to you on the field. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to do, sit here, victory lap or do any of that. I mean, it's like, I could say the Bengals weren't necessarily, I mean, I feel like they got a talented roster, but just like us at the moment, clearly there's something missing. I don't know if it's the coaching. I mean, I don't really follow the Bengals, but Dashy's one of them. Dashy, A-Train, shout out to him. But there's many Bengals fans out there, obviously there's chat sports as well. that'll let you know what's going on with the Bengals. I don't know, so I can only talk about what's going on with the Birds. But I'm just saying, like, they were talking though. But I will say this though, to the fans or to the haters, let me say the haters that was talking about how, oh, the Bengals ain't shit, they just another team. If that's the case, why did you pick the Bengals to win? For a friend here, like, why did you pick the Bengals to win? Why was the Bengals .2? That's what I want to know. See, this is my thing about ever. You know why? Because there's one thing I've always enjoyed more than a hater admitting that he's wrong. There's one thing I enjoy more than anything, as far as quote unquote eating your words or crowing or whatever. I enjoy y'all tears. I enjoy y'all always making excuses, always being salty. I just enjoy my team constantly making every last one of y'all look stupid. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So y'all keep making yourselves look dumb. Y'all keep making yourselves look dumb. But not just, but hold up. Not just to the Bengals fans or the haters out there. I'm going to call out my own fan base as well. Yup, I said it. Desert Eagle 90 once again is going to call out his own fan base. Because I'm not just any fan. You feel me? I keeps it 100, whether y'all like it or not. I seem to recall how there were Eagles fans. I seem to recall how there were Eagles fans that gave up on Jalen Hurts. That was already talking about drafting a quarterback or trading for a quarterback. I didn't forget years ago, or a year or two, I think it was like years ago, when they was willing to give up Jalen Hurts, or let's just say they were willing to trade 3 first-round picks if it meant getting rid of Jalen Hurts. To get Deshaun Watson, to get Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson. Well, let me ask you this, Eagles fans. How is that working out for them? I mean, Russell Wilson's winning games, after he got back, with the Steelers or whatever. But let's just talk about even with the time he was with the Broncos. How's that working out? Deshaun Watson. He's looking like absolutely the biggest bust when he got paid all that money. But y'all wanted to give up 3 first-round picks for him, right? Y'all was even willing to trade Jalen Hurts to the Houston Texans, right? I didn't forget. Aaron Rodgers, he may have won a Super Bowl. Well, him and Russell Wilson may have won a Super Bowl. But they're not looking like they're worth 3 first-round picks. And to mention, they are old. Not so much of Deshaun Watson, but he's not worth 3 first-round picks. The guy only won, like, what? 1 playoff? Let me tell you this. If it's not Patrick Mahomes, I don't even think Patrick Mahomes would be worth 3 first-round picks, especially that money he's getting paid. But still, well, let me say this. Ain't no quarterback, none, is worth 3 first-round picks. None. But y'all was willing to do that. But I guess we were supposed to ignore all of that, especially when y'all were excited for him going MVP and everything, taking us to the Super Bowl and all. But the past recent weeks, y'all said Jalen Hurts is pretty much washed. Y'all talking about how Jalen Hurts is washed. Y'all talking about how y'all was done with him. Y'all was done with Nick Sirianni. The list goes on. Oh, but now Jalen Hurts is the MVP again. Now we're back on Hurts season. Shout out to Lord Brunson. Now we back to the Hurts season mode. We're back to the Hurts season mode. And let me say this for the record. I've been Hurts season since let's just say since the year he got to the Super Bowl. You know what I said that year prior? I said I'm gonna root for Jalen Hurts to be better. I'm gonna root for Jalen Hurts to be better, right? I said, yeah, he does have his flaws. His arm can be somewhat of an issue. I said all of that prior to that whole season, him getting to the Super Bowl and everything. But you know what I said even after we lost? And it's funny. I already brought 2 Hurts season hats regardless. But I said I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts. That's my quarterback. That's my franchise quarterback. That's what I said. Y'all on the other hand, y'all were done. A lot of y'all were done. Now, the past couple weeks, I have pointed out issues that Jalen Hurts was having. There are times I've even ranted and said Jalen Hurts needs to be better. There are times I have done that. But one thing you can never say about me is when I said Jalen Hurts is done. I give up on Jalen. You can't ever say that. You can't ever find some sort of receipt that I said that. I called out his flaws, but I said I'm going to root for him to be better because he's not perfect. I said that. And I said about Nick Sirianni as well. I said I love Nick Sirianni's character. I love the passion. I love everything. But my issue with him is that he doesn't know how to manage the team. He's not a good play caller. But you know what I said? Despite of that, I still said as long as he's here, he's my head coach. Now, but now we're going from disowning these guys to now we're rocking with them. We're diehard fans again. You gotta love it. So here's what I want to tell y'all, Eagles fans. Here's what I want to say to y'all. Next time, keep your negative comments to yourself when it comes to quote unquote giving up on him. Because right now, it's making y'all look bad. It's making y'all look bad. It's really making y'all look bad. And since we're on this topic about, keeping certain or whatever, let's talk about Washington right quick. Then we'll talk about the Eagles and the Bengals recap and all like that. Let's talk about Washington right quick. Now, the reason why I got Washington on the topic is because I'm not going to say so much of Eagles fans already claiming the number 1 seed when the game was far from over. You feel me? But there were so many people. Even the Bears player, I don't know that guy's name, that was taunting all over the field, that was taunting Commanders fans. He was clowning them or whatever, thinking the game was over. I mean, one would think so. I mean, it was only 2 seconds on the clock. But let his situation be a perfect example as to why you never, ever, ever call game. You never celebrate too soon until the clock hits 0. Now, I hope you understand when we played the Falcons, I hope you now understand why I never celebrate way too soon. Let's just say if the game was a little too close for comfort. Yeah, when it looked like the Eagles defense shut down the Falcons in the last few minutes, you know what I still said? There's 2 minutes left on the clock. Well, it was like a minute and a half or so left on the clock. It's a little too soon for comfort. There's still a lot of time left. And look what happened. Kirk Cousins just double moonwalked down the field. Shout out to Philly 500. He double moonwalked down the field. And now look at this. Washington Commanders and the Bears. That fluke-ass Hail Mary, that BS Hail Mary. Of course, as an Eagles fan, I'm going to say that. I do think that Hail Mary was a little too much of a miracle. Jahan Dotson, let's keep it a buck here. When he threw that Hail Mary, it was 5 yards shy of first down. Someone tell these Bears fans how to properly bat the ball down. But no, they tipped the ball in the air 5 yards later, and there was Noah Brown at the right place at the right time. So as an Eagles fan, I am going to call that a fucking fluke. But as a football fan, I got to be realistic and say, this is why you never celebrate too soon. That is why. I may have celebrated when it was like 3 or 4 minutes left when the Eagles was busting the Bengals' ass. That's the difference. Because we were up by 3 touchdowns. I'm going to say about 3 touchdowns. But when the Eagles are up by 1 touchdown, I don't celebrate until the clock hits 0. Never. 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 The Bears situation, that really sucked. But it's better than us. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, let that Washington Commanders game be a prime example as to why you never, ever celebrate too soon until the clock hits, 0. A game that close. It did look like the Bears won. It definitely did. It definitely did. But that's all I got to say about that. Now let's recap the Eagles and the Bengals. Let's recap on the Eagles and the Bengals. Now let me say this. I picked the Eagles to beat the Bengals. If you don't believe me, check out my Twitter, Desert Eagle X90. I picked the Eagles to beat the Bengals. There were a lot of Eagles fans that didn't feel. I mean, let me say this. It's one thing. It is one thing. Yeah, you want to say the Eagles going to lose to the Bengals. You know, you want to be realistic. You want to point out all the reasons. I totally understand that. You feel me? T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, one of the most dominant duos in the NFL. Yeah, we can say we're lucky that T. Higgins was out. We can say that. But we had our fair share of issues as well. No Dallas Goedert, no Jordan Mailata. Lane Johnson went out. Mekhi Becton wasn't in. And there was someone else that was out as well. Well, that might have been it. I don't know. That might have been it. But yeah, we had our fair share of issues as well. So we're not going to sit here and go with T. Higgins being out. You know, like T. Higgins is going to prevent the Eagles from dropping 37 points. Like, come on. So there's that. But yeah, there were some solid reasons to be a big concern. I mean, you know, Joe Burrow being a top 5 quarterback in the league, you know, him and Jamar Chase being a dominant duo. And Jamar Chase, I mean, he wasn't really doing shit the first couple games of the season, but later on, he was doing his thing. I forgot one game. I think it was against the Ravens, where he was really eating though, for real. He was really eating. And I'm sorry I can't read comments. I am driving though, so I'm not going to read comments as of yet. So my apologies for that, y'all. But I see Dashy commenting. Shout out to you, you know, David, Big D, Big Dragon. Shout out to y'all. And I'm sorry, you know, I can't read comments right now. You feel me? I'm even making this video because I got time. You know, I'm on my way to work. You know, I got time. You feel me? But after that, yeah, time to get that money. But anyway, yeah, there were fair share issues. You know, a tough challenge indeed for the Eagles going against the Bengals weapons. You know, going against Joe Burrow and our defense. We haven't really been the most consistent. You feel me? And I did ask myself, like, what if the Eagles do get a bit too ahead of themselves, you know, after a dominant win against the Giants? Now, the Giants is not a good team. I'm not even going to talk shit about the Giants are not a good team. But this was a game for Saquon. You know, the Giants fans was talking a whole lot of shit. You know, let's just say it felt like a personal matter. From the time when the Giants beat us in January, then, you know, the Hard Knocks, when they made Hard Knocks more about throwing shade at Saquon, way more than talking about what's going on with their franchise, you know, Hard Knocks. You feel me? Them talking shit just about Saquon overall, talking about he's washed, you know, he's overpaid, he's old, and this, that, and the third. It felt like a personal matter. Let me just say that. It felt like a personal matter. It felt like a personal matter. So I'm going to say perhaps that's why the Eagles definitely dominate them. Because when's the last time we ever dominated a team like that? You feel me? When's the last time we dominated a team like that? But anyway, this one here, I could say it's been a bulletin board material. You know, the Bengals players was talking shit. You know, their fans was feeling themselves a little too much as if they didn't have flaws them damn selves. But anyway, back to my point though. My bad, I'm getting off topic. But it's one thing you want to point out there could be more than enough flaws of why the Bengals could win this game. But there were fans that had zero faith. That's my issue right there. There were fans that had zero faith. We did dominate Miami. We definitely did. We dominated Miami. But yeah, there were fans that had zero faith. And now, look at them. They're back on this high horse. I mean, at least eat your words before you decide to do that. You feel me? Eat your words at least. But yeah, Jalen Hurts. Play calling issue was definitely there in the first half. The Bengals, they definitely showed a lot of momentum. You feel me? Especially the first drive. Like I don't even think you know what? I think the Bengals, when it came to 3-point conversion, they were 9 for 11. So I guess you can say they damn near had a perfect first half of the game. You feel me? Our secondary was getting cooked. Joe Burrow, he had almost 200 yards, and he was actually on pace to hit 400 to 500 yards if we didn't make adjustments in the second half. It felt as if, Joe Burrow was on pace to hit 500 yards if the Eagles did not make any adjustments. That was the key moment. I mean, the Eagles did score prior to the second quarter coming to an end, prior to the first half coming to an end. You feel me? But we've seen a completely different offense, a completely different defense. We haven't really seen Jamar Chase move the ball since. Gesicki, he was still doing this thing, but not as good as the first half. The Eagles defense really showed out. They really showed out. Offense, it was like watching Nick Sirianni's play calling versus Kellen Moore. And by saying Kellen Moore, if that was him in the second half, I hope they keep him. I hope they stick with him during the play calling moving forward, because it really felt like Nick Sirianni doing the play calling in the first half. Way too predictable. The screens, not so good. It was just horrendous, that play calling was. Horrendous. It was like watching Amazon versus Temu. It was like watching it was horrible. The first half was horrible. Very non-existent. But second half, scoring 27 unanswered points. Bengals not being able to have an answer. It was just a completely different team. I love to see it. It was a completely different team. A.J. Brown, he had some key first downs, had some good plays and everything. Devontae Smith, it was great to see him, it was great to see him do his thing, for the first time in a couple weeks? I can't remember what was it, like 3 to 4 weeks since he last scored a touchdown? And they tried to build that narrative that, Smitty, might be too far away, but they're trying to build this narrative that, Smitty, is getting frustrated. He's becoming washed. He's becoming, because he wasn't really using him. Within the past 2 to 3 weeks, I don't even think he had 10 yards altogether. So, but it was good to see Smitty do his thing. Saquon, I didn't expect him to be as dominant as last week, but he did his thing out there, though. Even though it was 22 carries, but he got another game, 100 yards. You feel me? Let me say this about Saquon, right? I've never felt this excited for a running back since LaShawn McCoy. Saquon's already, breaking records. You feel me? He's already breaking records. I got to look up exactly what it was again. I think it was something about most scrimmage yards or whatnot. I don't know. I got to look that up again, but just seeing how Saquon is running, he's getting the big yards and everything. Let me tell you something. I haven't felt this excited for a starting running back. And even though, I'm going to say, I haven't felt this excited since LaShawn McCoy. Now, I know we had Ryan Matthews, even though he was hurt, but I still think he was a solid running back, despite always getting hurt. But not since Ryan Matthews, the guy that we got from the Chargers, San Diego Chargers at the time. Not since, at one point I was for DeMarco Murray, but he turned out to be a huge bust. But LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi, DeAndre Swift. We had some solid running backs. Sorry, my alarm just went off. All right, hopefully y'all can still hear me if I ain't breaking up. 1, 2, 3. All right, should be better now. All right, I haven't felt this excited since Saquon Barkley. I haven't been. I have not been this excited for a running back in Saquon Barkley since LaShawn McCoy. All right, bro. Like, I think he's already passed DeMarco Murray in the yards. Since they were trying to say DeMarco Murray 2.0. But anyway, Saquon Barkley did his thing out there. You feel me? A little too many carries for only 100 yards, but hey. Nonetheless, he got the win. He definitely had some great key moments, without a doubt. But Saquon Barkley did his thing out there. Jalen Hurts looked like a total MVP out there. 16 for 20 and still had more yards than Joe Burrow. And he threw for almost twice as many that Jalen Hurts did. Like, come on, man. Put some respect on Hurts' name. Doing that in a hostile fucking territory. A stadium we've never in our franchise won in. Come on now. Come on, put some respect on Hurts' name. I know it's only week 8, but let me ask y'all this. Why isn't the criticism of other quarterbacks that threw more interceptions than Jalen Hurts? Why aren't they as loud as Jalen Hurts when he was leading in interceptions back in the first couple weeks? Where Hurts was leading with like 4 or 5 interceptions. I'm going to say, I think it was around like week 3 or week 4. People was loud. They were clowning Jalen Hurts. They were talking mad shit about him. The media talking a whole lot of smack. We've heard it. We've all heard it. But now that Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, who else? Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is up there. Who else? I think CJ Stroud might be. I gotta look at the pictures again. But there are 10 quarterbacks. Let me just say this: there are 10 quarterbacks that has more interceptions than Jalen Hurts. Why isn't anybody talking about that? But when Jalen Hurts was leading, he was the main topic in leading interceptions. But no one's talking about it now that 10 other quarterbacks is above him. Oh, and beings though, this is now his 3 or 4 straight game without a turnover. You gotta love it. What up, DFW? Rashid, shout out to you. He only got 4 interceptions. Right now, it's Patrick Mahomes, I think Dak Prescott, and Jordan Love that's got 9 interceptions. 9! But ain't nobody talking about it. No one's talking about it. I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking shit about Dak. I'm not talking shit about, but I'm just saying, where's the energy? Where's the energy? You gotta love it, though. You gotta love it. Anyway, Hurts had a damn good game. He had a damn good game. Now, the tush push, although I can honestly say I don't like that name, but it's much easier to say than brotherly shove, honestly. But what can I say? What can I honestly say, though? It's a little easier to say, but I do feel like we rely a little too much on the tush push. And, I mean, yeah, it gets us points. It does get us points in the end, and it's legal, so, you know, I guess. But, hey, man, I feel like Saquon can get that 1 yard. I mean, I understand by any means necessary, you know, we got to, you know, we're just making sure, you know, we get that. I get it in the end. You feel me? I get it in the end. But in the end, man, I kind of wish we wouldn't rely too much on it. But I'm pretty sure if that was to win us, you know, that, I'm not going to say that big word. if that was to win us all the way, put another one on the shelf. Let me just say that. I guess people wouldn't be tripping too much about it, but I just kind of wish we wouldn't rely too much on it. But hey, anyway, let me run and clock in right quick. Then I'll finish this up with y'all. But yeah, Hurts. I might be a little too close. So I'll just hold it like this. But yeah, man. But yeah, though, Hurts had a damn good game for real, man. He had a damn good game. I'll say possibly his best he's had in like what? Lord knows how long, I'll say. But yeah, Will Shipley. Shout out to Big D. I believe someone pointed that out there. I ain't seen the comments yet. But yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm still talking about it. Yeah, Will Shipley though. Shipley could have had a touchdown, but unfortunately, it was called back once again. I don't understand that. It was called back once again by the offense. Well, I think it was holding, or was it? I think it was holding. I'm trying to remember what it was. But I know it was Landon Dickerson that had the call, and they took it back. All I'm gonna say is, man, we got to work on these penalties, man. Now that's the second touchdown that Will Shipley got called back throughout the season. We got to work on that, like for real. We really got to work on that. All right, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to clock in, so I'll be right back. Spare with me for a bit. All right, I'm back. Just clocked in. Trevor's not ready yet. What's going on? Good. All right. What's going on? Good. All right. So yeah. Let me point out a few things. First off, Cooper DeJean, bro. Cooper DeJean. Fucking 8. What's going on? Chilling? Yeah, man. Cooper DeJean fucking 8 this game. He had Jamar Chase on a lockdown. He had Jamar Chase on a lockdown, bro. I'm excited for his future, man. Cooper DeJean. A lot of people wasn't with taking him in the second round. A lot of people wasn't for it, but he's really looking like a first rounder out there. I know he might have missed the first few games, but he's really doing his thing out there, man. And not only that, but he's a fucking hitter at that, yo. He's a hitter at that. He ain't scared to hit nobody. Isaiah Rodgers, man. Isaiah Rodgers is looking solid out there. He batted a pass and turned to an interception by what's his name? What up, Dust Falcon? But yeah, it turned. It got Isaiah Rodgers batted a pass into C.J. Gardner-Johnson's hands. For an interception. I know that's the moment that CJ was been waiting on by far, but I just love it, man. The team is slowly but surely coming together. We had a very rough start at first, defense. I'm not going to get overly excited as of yet for the defense still, but I'm starting to see some light, though, for sure. I'm starting to see some light for them. The tackling was so bad before the bye. Are y'all on the bye week now? Or are you talking about us? Eagles are back. I'm willing to be surprised if we go back. Yep. He's got a long way to go, but I love to see it. Love to see it. There'll be maybe, it's all going to turn out how we go against the best team on our schedule. In my opinion, it would be well, even though the Steelers got the best damn defense, but overall, I'm probably going to have to go with the Ravens. It's either the Ravens or the Steelers that's going to be the toughest team on our schedule. I prefer to go against them a little later when it's closer to the end of the season, but hopefully we'll officially be in playoff mode by then. All right, let me see all the comments. My apologies if I didn't see my apologies for the Eagles when we versed the Bucks. I'm sorry about that, bro. When I seen your name, Dust Falcon, I was thinking you was a Falcons fan. My bad. Yeah, our tackling was bad though. Couldn't stop Bucky Irvin. Couldn't stop him. It was bad. No one was sticking Godwin. What was it, Godwin? Mike Evans was definitely he was always open. I'm trying to remember if Godwin. I know he's on IR now, but was he playing at that? I think he was playing at that time. Damn, DFW, why you dropped the thumbs down? I wasn't even talking shit. Yet, it's like at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all are no fun to troll. Salute to my guy DFW, but you Cowboy fans are no fun to troll. I'm so used to y'all being so delusional and letting, well, not you exactly, but the 80%ers. I'm so used to those delusional 80% Cowboy fans that's not even respected by real fans like you, Simonson, them. I'm so used to y'all. I mean, I'm so used to them. My bad. I'm so used to them, you know, always having the highest expectations and letting Jerry Jones scam them, lie to them and everything. But now even they're starting to be more realistic. They're starting to realize that they really ain't shit. It's like, damn, what's the fun? I like to make them dance. You feel me? I like to get under their skin when I troll all the time. I like to be on my Stephen A. Smith type of shit. Like, come on, you guys are no fun to troll, man. Come on, get back to that. Get back to that. We're going to the Super Bowl. We them boys. Get back to that, man. Like, for now, shout out to my guy DFW though. Let me see. Yeah, I remember Zach Moss and Chase Brown. Chase Brown with that, he's that twin of Sidney Brown, and he's got that touchdown. Yeah, shout out to Chase Brown. Zach Moss. Zach Moss isn't a bad running back, honestly. He really isn't. Yeah, 4th and 1 QB sneak is definitely more important, especially when y'all need to put points on the board. I know that Sirianni would have definitely gone for that, but he decided to do I guess if it wasn't Cooper DeJean, he probably would have gotten that catch because Cooper, he saw that play. You saw how he was chasing him on some predator versus prey type of shit. He was man. He was running both sides of the field. He had his eyes locked on Jamar Chase. He knew what was going to happen. He knew what was going to happen. Hell yeah. He knew what was going to happen. But yeah, shout out to Cooper DeJean for that lockdown though, for real. Shout out to him. Barkley needs more majority touches. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that is our identity. You feel me? Everybody was saying that, without Barkley, we ain't shit. I mean, look at the Niners. They're not shit without Christian McCaffrey. I mean, in the end, that's part of the system. And hey, fuck it. I feel like we was solid with other running backs, but Barkley is just next level. Like, let this be a convincing moment that, Barkley is part of our identity. Just hope we don't overuse him too much. But we still able to put points on the board, even with passes and all. The Calcaterra catch on 3rd down was a result of linebacker in coverage leaving him to pick up Barkley, who had most. Yeah, yup. And speaking of which, people are bringing up Dallas Goedert. People are bringing up Dallas Goedert that he can kick rocks and everything. I'm not doing that. I think Calcaterra would be a great tight end, in the future. But until then, I'm all for Dallas Goedert. You feel me? Like, Calcaterra is legit. We're starting to see that sign, but I don't think he's there with Dallas Goedert. I mean, yeah, Dallas Goedert gets hurt at times. He does get hurt at times, but like, come on. When Goddard time eventually come up, then we'll have Calcaterra to step up to the plate for sure. Dashy says he's moving on to Vegas. Yeah, y'all definitely got that win, Dashy. Y'all got that win. I can't believe y'all have yet to win a game at home. So it's y'all, what's going on? So it's y'all, the Giants, the Cowboys. I'm trying to remember who was the other team that has not won at home yet. There's plenty of teams that haven't won at home. Just crazy. Yeah, shout out to my guy DFW, but fuck you for putting that thumbs down. I know you playing. Shout out to you though. Eagles are contenders. It's looking more like it. It's definitely looking more like that. Eagles are contenders. It's looking a whole lot more like it. But hey, it's only week what 9 now? Is it week 9? I think it's week 9 now. Let's let's just keep it. Let's keep it going. You feel me? We're looking like it by far, but let's keep it going. This year is Detroit time, and I'd be more happy for them. As much as you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you. Barry Sanders did get me into football. You feel me? Barry Sanders got me into football, but Brian Dawkins. No, not Brian Dawkins. Well, technically, the Eagles fans got me into being a fan of this team. Their passion and all, the commitment. But I was heart and soul, like 100% on board when I seen how Dawkins played. You feel me? You know, and I know McNabb was part of a childhood as well, but yeah, I would say the Lions looking like the biggest threat in the NFC to the Eagles, without a doubt. I mean, even though it is they only, you know, the Titans are they're a terrible team. You feel me? They are definitely a terrible team, and their downfall was official after AJ Brown, you know, got came here. But yeah, nonetheless, the Lions are definitely dominating. Though I would say the Lions looking like the biggest threat, if not better, you know, than us in the I mean, humbly, I'll say the Lions looking like the best team by far, but we'll know for sure when we go against them. But I would say the Lions are the biggest threat in the NFC, and I would say the Ravens. I could easily go with the Chiefs, but here's my thing though. I feel like it's kind of going to lead me to this point too, though. But I kind of feel like the Chiefs are getting a whole lot of help for real, for real. The Chiefs are getting a whole lot of help. You know, it's kind of hard to even take them serious as the greatest team or as the team of the generation or whatever, like the next New England Patriots. It's kind of hard to take them serious, you know, because when you got Taylor Swift over there, when you got the refs over there and everything, you know, you got to do anything you can to keep Taylor Swift happy, you know, because Taylor Swift brung like 3 times as many ratings to the league and everything. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the Chiefs are most definitely a competitive team. Most definitely a competitive team. But I'm gonna tell you this here. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If the Kansas City Chiefs go undefeated and win the Super Bowl, I think I'm gonna be. I said it in Simon's live stream. I'm gonna say it right here. If the Kansas City Chiefs go undefeated and win the Super Bowl, I think it's about that time I I hang the towel, honestly, because I feel like that tells me more than enough I need to know. I'm gonna keep it. I mean, I'll still make videos, but being a committed fan of football and everything, it's not going to be as much. You say you think Buffalo is the best team in the AFC. I've said that several times, but they've been a huge disappointment in the playoffs. I'm just done like buying into their hype. They're frauds, in my honest opinion. They're basically seasoned teams, pretty much. They're a seasoned team at best. Because watch when they go to the playoffs, like they had all the advantage and everything against the Kansas City Chiefs in a snowstorm, and they still lost. I don't know.
I'm just done buying to the hype of Buffalo. I'm done buying into that hype. I mean, I was talking about how they was going to win the Super Bowl and all like that, but now I'm not buying into the hype no more. I'm going to go with the Ravens. Oh, that's a good point though. That is a good point though. The Ravens are arguably even bigger playoff. That's a good point. You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. So I'm going to say the Bills and the Ravens as to who's a bigger playoff disappointment. You got a good point right there. That's a good point. The Chiefs, I don't even think they had that great of a talent. I really don't. I don't even think they had that great of a talent, and yet they just still. I don't know. I guess coaching can make a. I mean, coaching is great over there, but still though, I don't know. It all just seemed a bit fishy. Like they don't have Pacheco over there. He's on IR. Rashid, what's his name? Rashid Rice is on IR. They lost both of their weapons. Baltimore did do better than usual last year. Yeah, that's true. That's true without a doubt. But yeah, I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm not even gonna think about the playoffs as of yet. AFC wise, I'm gonna go with. All hate aside is like I could say the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not going to think about the Taylor Swift. I'm trying not to think about the refs. It's like I could say the Kansas City Chiefs, either the Chiefs or the Ravens. But the NFC, I'm going to go with the Lions. Mahomes carried that fat underachieving Warriors. That's true though. That is true though. Just like Brady carrying Belichick. And I'm gonna be a forever hater of Andy Reid as far as his career in the NFL. I'm a forever be a hater of Andy Reid. I'm never gonna root for a person that used to coach us and now he has like what 3 rings. Like no, I'm not doing that. Nope. On a personal level, big big ups, big respect to him. But him being a coach him being a coach for the Kansas City Chiefs and beating us in the Super Bowl and having our number overall in the season, nah, fuck that. I would never root for him. Fuck him. Fuck him. I do agree they should have at least 3 losses, but hey, this is the Chiefs though. What up, Jerry? Salute to you, my guy. Hope you're having a good day. Never want us anything and then steals one from us. Agree. Agree. Agreed. Agreed. Let me see. For me, it was the video game. Jacksonville has the second worst pass defense in the NFL. You know what? I believe they do. I believe they do, actually. I don't know what happened to Jacksonville. It's like they seemed pretty solid last year, but they just like they really don't look that great this year. I know they dominated the Patriots, but yeah, I would have gone to the tailgate or perhaps go to the game with Jaganov. I would have gone there, with him, to see the game and everything. But you know, going to a family member's birthday, it's her I think she's going to be 95. I think she's going to be 95. So I'm going to go to her party. So basically, I'll be out in Jersey. Oh, by the way, yeah, there'll be no stream this Sunday. By the way, that's what I meant to say. No stream this Sunday. So for the small portion that I was looking forward to it, I figure I guess I'll make a separate post and let y'all know because I know a lot of y'all might be working, doing y'all thing and everything. Shout out to y'all and those that's tuning in now. Big shout out to y'all as well. It's a beautiful day out. Seems chilly in the morning or when the sun is down, but when it's up, it's nice and warm. Shout out to y'all. Still stand by Buffalo being the best AFC team. I can see that. It seemed like they fall off at first, but they're definitely coming back. But yeah, you got Buffalo. I might go with I don't know. I might just go with the Chiefs. All hate aside, I may go with the Chiefs being the best. But throwbacks are coming this Sunday. Eagles haven't. Oh, Oh, if that's the case, Big D, does that mean that you're gonna does that mean that you're gonna get Kelly Green for the first time, or you still gonna boycott? Oh, Houston does deserve. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Houston is looking like a top three. Definitely like a top. Well, no, that's cat. That's a lie. But didn't they beat the Bills? I think they beat the Bills. I'm gonna say top five. Cause top three, I'm gonna say Chiefs, Baltimore, and AFC. I mean, Chiefs, I see. I need some coffee. Chiefs, Baltimore, and the Bills. I'm gonna throw the Steelers in there, and the in Texans behind that. Oh, you're watching, and I'll have the greatest defensive lineman in NFL history on. Okay, okay, okay. And that's Reggie White, right? Because I believe you do have two like Kelly Greens. You got a Randall. Was it a Randall Cunningham? No, it was Reggie White you had on when I seen you in person before. I think it was Reggie White. All right, Reggie White. So I think you had Reggie White when I met you. I don't think you have Randall Cunningham jersey. But I definitely I'm debating on getting Randall Cunningham jersey. I'm debating on it. Wish you still had a Chuck McNair jersey. See, that's my thing right there. I know everyone is entitled to their own opinion, their own style, and everything, and I respect it. But me, I'd rather go with players that I have witnessed in person. You feel me? I mean, I know Reggie White. He was around, when I came into this world, but I wasn't really able to witness him all like that. At least I don't recall. I was barely able to witness Randall Cunningham, but by the time I really started tuning into football, Bobby Hoyen was our quarterback. Bobby Hoyen, Corey Detmer, then it was Donovan McNabb. My collection got lost when I had to move back down south in 2008. Still had Foles and Reggie White. Okay, I'm definitely getting a Nick Foles jersey. I can't believe they're not selling that anywhere right now. At least not the NFL shop. Maybe they'll sell it in the pro shop. Like if I go to the one in at the either the Link or the one in Cherry Hill. Maybe one of them may have the Foles jersey. I mean, they better. If not him, if not for him, we wouldn't have a Super Bowl. He should be taking over like at least 3 racks. Honestly, I do want to get a Black Dawkins and another big. Oh, okay. I got like 2 Black Dawkins jerseys. I got to get a green one though. Got your Foles jersey on eBay? Okay, that might have to be the case for me then, because I'm not getting any luck looking on Pro Shop, and something tells me they don't have it in person. Which is insane. Those were real collectibles that are irreplaceable. Facts. Facts. That's facts. eBay is your best bet. The thing that scares me about eBay though is that too many people is going to claim these jerseys are real, only to find out they're just some cheap stitched knockoff from overseas. You feel me? I mean, my thing is, I'm not against buying fake jerseys. I mean, I do have one. I bought one from Mike Mosh. Shout out to him. I know a lot of people talk shit about him, but I'm not doing that. I got a fake Carson Wentz jersey, the white one, the white number 11 jersey. That was from Mike Mosh. It was a Carson Wentz, but instead of me spending like $150 for each of those jerseys, I just removed the stitch and I put AJ Brown above it. So if they want me to, if they wanted me to buy these expensive jerseys, they're more than welcome to cash at me. So, but yeah, although the real jerseys would feel much better, but I'm not opposed to. I mean, not everybody got that money. That's why I'm also not like tripping about it. Not everybody got that kind of money to buy these jerseys. I had a white Wentz jersey given to me. You donated immediately? Oh man. That was me when someone gave me a Milwaukee Bucks shirt and a hat. I immediately gave it to someone. I'm not wearing a Bucks hat. No, I'm a Sixers fan. I would never wear another team's. I mean, there was one time I did wear another team's jersey, and that was Michael Jordan. And I wasn't wearing it as if, I was a fan of the Bulls. I was I was a huge fan of Michael Jordan. You feel me? To the point I wore his shirt, the shorts. Of course, wearing Jordans, as a style and everything. I used to think I was Michael Jordan. You know how people would idolize Superman? You know how people idolize Superman? They think about putting a towel over their neck. They think they Superman. That was me with Michael Jordan. I would think I could dunk like him. I could shoot like him. Like shit. Why people think they were the Power Rangers, or you feel me, by wearing their costume. Like shit, that was me with Michael Jordan back then. But yeah, in today's age, no, never. Never. Like someone bought me a Delonte West jersey. He was from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it was Delonte West, but I never wore that jersey. If anything, I gave it to someone who was a LeBron fan. I dump what I don't wear anymore in the donation box. Someone else may need them. I sell them jerseys a little too expensive to just simply donate. But I mean, if we're talking Carson Wentz, then yeah, I can understand because those are like what, $10 right now. I did get a kind of Barwin shirt, jersey / shirt. No, it was a Jordan Matthews jersey I got. That was like $10 from the Eagles Pro Shop, and a kind of Barwin shirt. I gave that to my wife. Def is going to his first Halloween party tomorrow night. That's what's up. Be safe out there, my guy. Be safe out there. But all right, I'm going to just run back in and see if my trailer is ready. I'm going to run in and do that. But yeah, man, the people that's still around, I know I'm way off topic right now, but let me just say it was a hard-fought W by the Eagles. A hard-fought W by the Eagles. Dominated the team for the second time this season. Since there's not really so much to brag about, but when you talk a whole lot of shit, you feel me, count us out and everything, the fans, you kind of ask for it. So, and being though this is our first win in Cincinnati, that's also big for us as well. So, I feel like when we just put an end to like a certain curse or get a monkey off our shoulder or whatever, it's a big win for us. So, but it's on to Jacksonville. I know they got the worst secondary or the worst secondary defense in the NFL, but I'm not going to count them out. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is not really a bad quarterback or anything. I forgot who their running back is, but anyway, I was going to say I'm looking forward to this game as well. I'm not going to be streaming that day, so I'll make sure I put a post up there to let those know that's interested. But yeah, going to have a family get together, for a family member's birthday, right on that day. So looking forward to the game though. I mean, I know we're now 5-2. Let's be 6-2. And I'm gonna say this once again: Washington State. Never celebrate too soon. If a game is close, never celebrate too soon until the clock hits 0. All right, never celebrate too soon. I saw Eagles fans celebrating. We was thinking that the seed was finally ours. No, but if the game is too close, never celebrate too soon until the clock hits 0. Now, if it's a dominant win, like we won by multiple points, and it's under like 10 seconds or whatever, that's one thing. You feel me? That's one thing. But the Bears and Washington situation is crazy. Like the Bears should have won that game, but this is what happens when you took a Hail Mary a little too lightly. But hey, it's better them than us. So much for the Bears' #1 defense at that. But hey, that's all I'm going to say though. Hit that like button for your boy. Hit that subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. And until next time, as always, go Birds. I'm out.